Welcome back to the Big Movie Mouth Off, where we're reviewing more movies. I'm Jeff Weiss with MSN Entertainment.
And I'm Jimmy Martin with Slug Magazine.
Our next movie is Zookeeper, from the people who brought us Paul Blart Mall Cop, also starring Kevin James. He is this film's title character, a lovelorn zookeeper who was dumped 5 years ago in the middle of a marriage proposal. Never gotten over it. So to the rescue with romantic advice, turns out the animals in his zoo actually talk.
No.
I know, right? They're voiced by people like Adam Sandler and Nick Nolte.
Let's not forget Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah.
And Maya Rudolph.
And then wackiness ensues.
Hey, what's that?
It says, will you marry...
Will you marry me?
No.
Really?
I know it shouldn't bother me that you're a zookeeper, but it kind of does.
Really?
5 years later, the world's most devoted zookeeper
Come on, Donald. Let's move you out of the sun.
is getting a second chance.
I hope my being here doesn't make you uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable. So comfortable.
Oh my God!
No, it's fine, I got it. Oh, God, it's barbed. Okay, so hey, how you doing?
Now,
Offer still on the table for you to come work with me at the dealership. That is how you get a girl like Stephanie.
I gotta get out of the zoo.
the animals of the Franklin Park Zoo will have to do the unthinkable.
Griffin, we need to talk. Oh, crud.
You know, it sounds funny, but I'm actually disposed to like talking animal movies.
You're supposed to like them?
Planet of the Apes, love it. Love Planet of the Apes. And the idea of a talking animal movie actually sort of amuses me. The problem here is it's not really a talking animal movie. It's a crappy romantic comedy that just happens to have talking animals in it.
You know, for me, you got the talking animals, but there's something that they do in this film that bugs the ever-living hell out of me. And okay, I don't mind product placement sometimes. It's okay. You know, I understand films need money too.
Absolutely.
But when TGI Fridays just barfs all over the screen and they talk about how delicious it is, and they try to turn a TGI Fridays into like the hip place to be on a Saturday night. When did that happen? I don't know about you, but I always party at Chili's, and Fridays was never my go-to.
No.
But it makes me so mad. It's so stupid. I hate it.
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Anything.
Is TGI Fridays as incredible as it looks?
It's pretty good.
And when we say that there's a sequence in TGI Fridays, it's a lengthy sequence.
It's like 5 minutes long about how cool Fridays is. Long. And it really bugged the hell out of me. I'm sorry.
Shut up.
And then you have Kevin James. What happened to Kevin James? I mean, his stand-up career was great. I used to think he was really funny.
Right.
And then he just nosedived. And I know that he's not the most attractive Brad Pitt hunky guy, you know, for a romantic lead. Fine, whatever. But you know who could pull that off? Chris Farley. You know who could pull it off? John Candy. So I don't care.
Because they had a vulnerableness to them. They didn't have a patheticness.
It's not pathetic, and they're likable.
Yes.
And then speaking of likability, there are scenes in this where the animals are trying to, like, you know, the bears are saying if you growl, people, you know, think you're intimidating. And then wolves are telling you if you pee on something, it's your territory. Okay, funny. Then cut to a scene in a restaurant where randomly Kevin James just peeing in a bush.
Yep.
And then he just zips it up and walks away with no punchline
whatsoever. And there's apparently no payoff to this joke or callback to it.
And I was like, did he just pee in a bush? And like the maitre d's like, you're not supposed to do it here. Whackity schmackity doo. And I'm like, what was that? Like, that's not even a joke. And it's just, and then the other thing.
Wait. You expect jokes out of a comedy?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes.
Well, you'll be sorely disappointed in Zookeeper because there are very few jokes in this crappy comedy. By the way, the one spark of life this film has is Rosario Dawson. As Kevin James' co-worker, she's the doc in the zoo. The girl's got charm and beauty, and Kevin James' character does not deserve her.
Well, that's the thing, is that like he's trying to win the heart of Leslie Bibb. And for those who don't know Leslie Bibb, she's the Vanity Fair reporter in Iron Man. That's the only thing I know her from.
Or Mrs. Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights.
Exactly, okay. So she's just a horrible person. And I'm like, okay. And then Kevin James is so pathetic. I'm like, just get together. I don't care.
Yeah.
And Rosario Dawson comes in with her charm. I go, no. Just these people aren't good for you. Just go away. Like, live your life. Go to Africa. Fly away and don't turn back.
Ooh. You know what else this film had that's the automatic turnoff for me these days? Ken Jeong.
That guy's done.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm so over Ken Jeong.
He's done.
I don't care. He was in Hangover. He was in Transformers, and now he's in this. And guess what was the similar part of all three of those? He wasn't funny in any of them.
Yes, in fact, he was almost the worst part of all three of them.
He just steps onto the screen and ruins things.
He's a comedic black hole into which humor cannot.
That guy ran out of gas 5 miles ago, and he just doesn't know it.
Yeah, he's pathetic, and the film's pathetic. I'll go so far as to say this. This film makes Paul Blart Mall Cop look like a comic masterpiece. I don't say that easily either.
I'm just tired of Kevin James and stupid like roles that just focus on his job. Is that the career movie he's going for?
And the fact that he's a chubby loser. Really? That's all you can do now? Really?
Oh, you know what? Okay, for Rosario Dawson, and I remembered there was 2 jokes that I think you and I looked at each other. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, I was like, wow,
That was okay. I'm giving it half a star.
And I'm giving it 1.
God, you're generous.
A half star for those 2 jokes. Well, no, a third of a star for those 2 jokes and a third of a star for Rosario Dawson. How about them apples?
Oh, man. Kevin James, stop it. Okay, when we get back from this break, we're kind of about midway through summer here, and we're going to talk about what June has done, what the month of June has done for the release of summer movies. So we're going to talk about that when we get back.